What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be your daily. I'm doing it on Facebook today because I appreciate you guys, and I wanted to give the hardcore members, the ones of us that are on the Facebook, on the Raven's Nest, wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. Also, I'm in my bedroom because it's warm in here next to the heater, so we're hanging out in here. Let's see. Nobody's here yet. I didn't put out an announcement. I did put on a filter, and I have reptile eyes. I'm pretty psyched about that. It's nice to see you. I'm going to come up close for a minute. Okay, 24 to 36 hours were the things that you might be able to expect. Conversations. It's tarot, it's channeling, it's Lenormand, it's intuition, it's tribe time, it's fun. What else do I say? All of the things that we've been doing for 5 years, those things, that's what this is. We're just doing it here first because we can. Are you guys ready? There's some people here. This is going to be downloaded and then uploaded to YouTube. So when you see a premiere on the channel that says next 24 hours, it's this one. So just so you know, so you don't feel gypped. It's the same one, but you guys get it first, okay? So I guess tell us something good. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna just set you down here on my book bag. Are you ready? We have Bodhi's in the bed. So they're, oh, and he just spread my cards everywhere. Reason number 7,000 whatever that we don't let dogs in the bed. No dragons in the bed. What am I kidding? He hugs back. Bodhi can do whatever he wants. I have this Santa. Where's Ozzy at? How do I pronounce this deck? This one. Santa Muerte. I was never good at Spanish at all. I was good at French. I was pretty good at Latin. I'm definitely good at Sanskrit. And when I say good at, I mean able to pick up, right? What's up, Chanel? If you guys want a private reading, you can get it Dark Fairy. That's Chanel at betwixt.me. Chanel, I forget what your extension is. I know mine's 11111. Tara's is 7777. Maslow's is 33333. I forget what yours is. All right. First time frame. This is like right at 6 o'clock. These cards have chocolate milk all over them. So we're going to see. All right. Sometimes my time frames are accurate. Sometimes they're not. It could also just be a number that you see. I have fans and heaters blowing all over me. My hair's touching me. You might be frantic around that time or get itchy or like, what does it mean when you start getting itchy? Isn't that a spiritual thing? Random itches? Isn't that a thing? Does anyone remember the spiritual stuff? Woo! Ace of Cups. And that just flew out of there. There's a dragonfly on this cup. Spiritual, spirit medicine, spirit animal medicine of the dragonfly talks about ultimate change, yeah? It talks about, I heard the word transcendence. I don't even know what that means. Anybody got a definition for transcendence? It's a complete change, a complete overhaul, which is odd that that would be dragonfly medicine because they don't, listen to me trying to be a scientist like I know what the fucking life process of a dragonfly is. Did they start out as a larva? Are they one of those that starts out as a larva and goes to the cocoon? Is that a dragonfly thing? The Ace of Cups, okay, is your epitome of the loving stuff. It could also be a brand new start. It could also be a new person. but there is a storm a-brewing inside of yourself or inside of someone that you love. And it's like, and isn't it true that winged creatures like that, they can't fly in the rain, or shouldn't? Doesn't a raindrop take out an insect like a bullet? But it looks like they do it anyway. And they go to fly on your cuppy. That's adorable. So around the 6 o'clock hour, if that time frame is right for you, there is an emotional storm happening, and somebody wants to, I don't know if it's visit, or they're going to light a match here. I always get that. That person looks like a, I don't know, meaner, neater, pumpkin eater. Fire could be relevant. They could literally light fire, or be lighting a candle, or making candles, or, but it's like, this is the death card, but she's pregnant, which talks about life, death, alpha, omega, beginnings, endings, all of those things. But it feels like I'm going to light this match to cause mega change. Mega change. Knight of Swords. King of Pentacles. Probably a King of Pentacles that does this. They could have a really long beard. Every one of these skeletons has a really long beard. And King of Pentacles would, don't mind the screaming in the background. My kids are playing Xbox. You may or may not have been in some form of a long-term relationship with this person, but they're laying there by themselves, and they're just laying around. They're not doing anything in particular. This person, they're just laying there. And it's like thinking, contemplating. Notice that on the top of this coffin here, that says hope and reflection. Maybe they feel bad, which we don't want people to feel bad, but it feels like some kind of, I don't know why these two people are not in the same space together, but they're not in the same space together. Whether that means that you like drove away or had to go to work, or just one person's at the store. But my point is that during this time frame, these two people are not together. Bodhi, you cannot sit in here and lick. I can't stand the mouth noises. Bo. I'd probably get more done if I didn't talk to my animals like they were humans, like they understood English. Losing my train of thought here. What am I talking about? This person is sitting around with Hermit and the Seven. They're having some serious reflection about what is love, right? What was I saying here about the dragonfly? This is like somebody wants to land. Yeah. You want to be face to face. You might actually see someone like that, or lay with them, or see this image. I actually have this image. Look. Freak out. Wait a second. You see that? It's on my wall. Isn't that crazy? So there you go. You saw it. Accurate. Accurate. I'm just fucking with you. Hope and reflection, and I'm gonna light a match But she is pregnant there. That is a... What's the lighting the match part? Because that... Typically, that doesn't always seem good to me. It seems like neener, pumpkin eater. They're disappointed. Feels like if I just would have... Can you stop it? Stop licking. Stop licking. I can't stand it. If I just would have. This feels like woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But they didn't, and now they're sitting around like this. Is there communication? Because why does it even matter if you're by yourself? You're just supposed to know that somebody else is kicking themselves for being a whatever. Six of Pentacles. That's reciprocation to me. The Wheel. Ten of Swords. Five of Cups. The Emperor. It feels like, what can I do to Ace of Cups? Right. So you should know that this person feels deeply about you. Because you have the Ace of Cups twice in one spread. But it feels like they do stuff that causes them to find themselves in a doghouse. So what do they say when they reach out? Ten of Pentacles. I heard, bake me some of them Christmas cookies, honey. Some of them Christmas cookies, babe. Nine of Swords, Prince of Pentacles. Somebody's like, I'm going to load up. And you're like, Five of Pentacles. That's probably not a good idea. And then they're like, look at that. They just like, they're like, it's because they know. Like, they may have even done something ridiculous and then came back at you sideways again. If you watch the Libra moons, for those of you who aren't on the YouTube side, we have a membership side of the channel where we do a special show called the Daily Moons. And the Libra moons that we just did was just like that. Somebody was acting a whole fool. And it didn't go well. But it looks like, and then they came back sideways again, and now they're like, why am I such a screw up? All right. Oh, this Facebook doesn't have a timer. Are any of my mods on here? Did I see Oz? Hood Love. There you are. Will you tell me when I hit like 10 minutes per story, my love? That would be great. Okay, 8:39, 10. Later on. Three, stop. No licking. Just stop it. Just stop it. 3 wands. King of Cups. You might know somebody who looks really good in blue. Like, they just do look really, really good. I don't know. Could be someone who has like really super blue eyes, and then when they wear blue, it is ridiculous. Stop having such blue eyes. It's ridiculous. Just stop looking at me, Swan. Oh, and the Lovers flung out, of course. So this is a choice, and you were waiting on this. This person may have tossed back a few brewskis with the fellas. It feels like with the fellas is probably relevant. And it feels like a whole bunch of locker room talk. Like, go get her, bro. Yeah. And you were waiting on that. You probably knew. In one way or another, you probably knew that that was coming. I heard premeditated. But the thing that I'm noticing here about this particular King of Cups, and this is not something that I typically notice, his heart is whole. And on his sleeve, literally, it's like the day the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes in one day. Queen of Cups. And you're like, here, oh my God, you're both doing it. There's like excitement in the air and magic in the air. And this is the choice that you were waiting on. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Ace of Wands. There's a lot of smiling. These skeletons are smiling, all of them. But you guys are absolutely on the same page. Absolutely on the same page. As far as having your hearts on your sleeves and having it available. It's making yourself vulnerable, sure. But I think it's more about the fact that something about this particular Emperor, King of Cups, is that their heart is now on their sleeve. You might freak out though. You might change your mind. Wait, hold on. You might change your mind. I don't know why it feels timid, because everybody's on the same page. What happens here? Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. Again, Ace of Wands twice. She had Ace of Cups twice in the first one and Ace of Wands twice in the second one. Some kind of Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. For those of you who are not tarot fluent, Nine of Pentacles is abundant and single. Ace of Pentacles is a tangible new start. Ace of Swords, lots of aces. Another ace, Ace of Pentacles. And the Lovers, let's talk. We need to talk. It feels like everybody's on the same page and everybody's all super jazzed to get together and do this. And then somebody's like, we need to talk. And it's like, womp, womp. They want you to make a decision. What do they want to... Let's talk. Uh-oh. I'm like, uh-oh. That always freaks me out when somebody's like, can we talk for a minute? I'm like, no. No. They're going to light a match. There it is again. What kind of match? What for? Why? Title. They want you to make a decision. Ace of Cups. I will die for you. I will die for you. I will sell my soul for something pure and true. Someone like you. They're allowing you to climb up a ladder, and I'm not sure that you believe them. Because it feels like when they're like, let's talk, you're like, about what? It's time. There's a clock there. This is a King of Swords who has been healing for a long time. What does that mean? They're giving you a ladder to climb. Hierophant. What does that even mean? The Fool. Exactly. And Eight of Wands and Queen of Swords, they want to talk about it. They want to talk about the fact that they don't like it, that they missed you. They don't like waiting. They don't like wondering. It's almost like with this part where they're like, they're whole and healed now. They're ready to get after it, which is you. And then there's this talk about like support. And everything that you're saying is making this, it's the King and Queen of Swords. You're a perfect match. This is a decision. This is a, like, I'll run through the streets of Babylon with you. And they're like, it feels like they're like, I got you. I've got you. I've got you. And then when you leave, if you don't spend the night, they lay there and they're looking at your phone, okay? Or their phone, I mean. Or maybe. And it feels like they make a solid plan. Ten of Pentacles to make something happen here. Ace of Cups, Justice. This one's worth holding on to. Four of Wands. Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's exactly my point. And then the King of Wands, King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Cups. You keep coming out on the same page. And King and Queen of Pentacles. My point. It feels like, let's have a talk. You're worth holding on to. But what does that mean? What do they just want you to know? The Tower, the World, Death, the Tower, the World, Three of Swords. Why is there Three of Swords here? Three of Swords is heartbreak usually. Someone like you. See your face every place that I walk in. King of Wands. I don't know, it feels like they're going to make a plan to Moon, the Devil, the Tower. King of Swords. I don't know. That happened in the Libra reading today, too. By the way, if you guys are looking for the Libra Extended on Vimeo, it's still not processed. I can't do the individual signs live anymore because it takes too long to process them. I mean, literally up to 12 hours for YouTube to let me have my own video to download to put on Vimeo. So if you're not on, if you're on members, you can get it now. But if you are waiting for it, it will be up soonish. All right. I just saw a cricket. Like a hearth cricket. They used to do that in Victorian times. People would get these little tiny golden or brass crickets and put them by the hearth for good luck. Is it hearth or hearth? This feels like it's morning, but it's like still dark out. So if you're like me and you wake up at the crack of freaking dawn. The Emperor. Four of Pentacles. You might know somebody that has a helix tattooed on them. I know me and Tara both do. This is so early. The Wheel, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. They're like, look at this. Look at it. Look at it. That's what that feels like. The Starman. Ta-da! Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's willing to take on some kind of huge burden, almost like a lifelong burden, to make you happy. The Devil. But it comes with devil energy. This is like what some of us would call like a karmic, okay? Where you do nothing but learn lessons with this person. That's like the entirety of everything that you guys do. And they want to make you happy. But I think that they maybe think that material things is what makes you happy. And they're like, if I just go and do this material thing, maybe they think you're bougie. Maybe they think that's all that you care about. And if they just throw some money at it, then they're absolved. But it's devil energy, which means that they're thinking from a lower vibrational place where they're like, what's lower vibrations? Sex, money, drugs, rock and roll, right? All of that stuff that we as human beings partake in, but it feels like they are driven from that space. In that it's like they've got it all wrong. They're like, if I just throw money at the situation, I think I got that for the Libra reading too, where they were like, we just throw money at it, they'll forgive me. And it feels like that's the same concept that they're rolling with here. And they found something. And they're gonna break into a piggy bank that might be like an aquarium or something like that, and they're gonna acquire something, and it feels like they're like, here you go, they're like, here you go, I'm now absolved. And you're like, don't you think that I should be the one to decide whether or not I forgive you? And they're like, no. Because this is as good as it gets. All right, this is what I'm giving you. I'm absolved of all my fuckery that I've put you through for however long. Here's a little whipped cream on your waffle. Now tell me I'm a good boy and stop complaining about my behavior. Because I threw money at it, therefore I'm absolved. And this is the King of Cups. And you were waiting for this anyways. You knew it was coming. 10 of Pentacles. Probably because they've been talking about it. They're like, what do you think? You... Ace of Pentacles. 4 wands and 10 of Pentacles. You're like, fuck. Stop knowing me so well. And don't get me wrong, like, if this is someone that you're in a 10 of Pentacles with, and if you're not tarot fluent, 10 of Pentacles means have been having dealings for long term, right? And 10 of Pentacles usually talks about a committed relationship. But if you've been doing that with someone for a while, and this is their whole big thing, like, I want to be absolved, you don't really want to break up with them. This isn't some random hobo from the street who's like, here's $20. I'm forgiven. This is somebody who, this has been a plan all along, except you're probably mad at them. And then now they come through with something that you didn't think they were going to come through on, and it's perfect. And you're like, fine. It feels like fine. I concede, you win. You did it. Hooray. Here's your gold fucking star. I still want Skyline chili. I didn't get any on my birthday. I want it so bad. I looked it up on Amazon. For those of you who haven't been to Cincinnati, okay, Skyline chili is the shit. It's chili on top of spaghetti noodles with a mound of cheese that's like that high. It is... Oh my God, my mouth is watering. What happens after that? Ace of Cups and the Sun. That's my point. All right. And this is going to be right before the next tarot story. I don't know what deck this is called. Rosie sent it to me. 10 of Pentacles. I heard meet me there. There could be a midway point that you're going to meet this person. The Lovers. King of Cups. And Queen of Swords. They could be standing outside of their vehicle. They could get there first. And the Sacred Clown. A Heoki. They're funny. But this person is pleased with themselves. You're going to meet them somewhere. Okay, so wherever this is, where you are meeting with this person, 6 of Pentacles is on the line, which means that somebody is going to have to throw down some cash. And it feels like 3 of Swords is in the air, meaning like you could, what's a good example? I'm going to give you an example, but this is probably only relevant for like 1 or 2 people, okay? But then you would, when you watch this back, it will be relevant in some way. It would be the equivalent of someone being like, let's go look at a house to buy. And then you get there and you're like, and then it's like you look right at this King of Cups and you go into the place with 3 of Swords because it's like, you're going to let me down. This isn't going to happen. I can't even believe you brought me here. This is mean. And this King of Cups is just standing there. Laughing because I know something you don't know. What happens? Ace of Pentacles. And then you, like, go out to lunch. You might see a place that has an actual tower. Like a bell tower. Like a... for bats in the belfry. You know that scene on Frozen where Sven, the reindeer, walks like... and he's all proud there at the end, like, look at what a good job I did. That's what this feels like. And also there's chicken fingers involved. So that's ideal. All right. I heard one more thing. There's one more thing. 4 of Wands. Ace of Wands. But then there might be an argument right away about it. Jesus, it feels like if we go back to the example of like, let's get a house, and then you're like, yay, and then you get 5 seconds to celebrate, and then you start arguing over paint colors. It's like, are we really going to do this? Is that really what this is? And it's like, that's what this whole relationship has been. So to think that it would go away just because you had a milestone is unreasonable. But 6 of Swords, King of Pentacles, they're going to go through with it. Tower, Ace of Cups for you. You know what they say about the Heoki? Heoki is a I'm not sure if it's Native American. It's a clown, except it is the teacher clown. And the way they teach people to not do things is to do it and to get themselves hurt. Kind of like Tim the Toolman Taylor, where he's like, don't stick a fork in this outlet. And then he does, and he gets electrocuted, and everybody thinks it's hilarious. Except now we know not to do that because we don't want to wind up like that person. Girl, you're worth it. The way you work it. Feels like you have the opportunity to move it forward into a situation, but it's already a little bit toxic, but not like dangerous toxic, like mentally toxic, which doesn't make it okay either. But you're in this place right before we come back to the next tarot story. You're like, well, maybe I will. Because it's the exact scenario that I asked for. Like, they're going to do it with or without you. Okay, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next 24 to 36? Different card. The Fool. Exactly. Taking a risk. Gonna pack your bags. 10 of Pentacles. I think you make your choice right then and there because it's the best scenario. and you're happy, like really, 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 really happy all of a sudden. It feels like relief. I think we got that in the Libra reading too. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, you're going to see an upload. It's this one. So if you want to watch it back, by all means, go ahead. But it's the same. It's just going to be this video. All right. And if you're looking for the Libra Extended on Vimeo, that will be available as soon as YouTube releases it. And here in a little while, maybe an hour or so, I am going to be on members doing the moons because the moon just moved into Scorpio. And that's your dirty fishnet hose, sexy dominatrix energy. So we're going to have to get into that. All right. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for all your help and support and love. You guys are very special to me. And I will catch you later. Bye-bye.